What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks so much for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, go ahead and hit that button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like button. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this conversation. Blac Chyna, Angela, I'm going to call her by her government name because we know that she has went through her transformation and she's given her life to God, she said. She's gotten baptized and she doesn't want to live the Blac Chyna life anymore. So I'm going to call her Angela White. But I just feel like this girl has really been through it. And I don't mean any disrespect when I say girl. It's just, I'm from the South. That's just kind of what we do. Shoot, you can be in your 70s, 80s, and it'd be like, girl. So it's really a badge of honor. Or it could be disrespect if you're like, girl, bye. But anyway, she's a woman. But she's definitely been through it because we know that she's got a pretty toxic mother. She stripping from a young age, and she's just been through a lot. She really has. And yeah, I'm not saying that she doesn't hold any accountability for a lot of the things that she may have done, but look, some people have more of a past than others, and she definitely has more of a past. But I want to give her some grace because God has definitely been doing that, and I believe that she's trying to redeem herself, not only in the eyes of her Father God, but in the eyes of her fans. And so she's a former OnlyFans model. But she's talking about her experience when it comes to Kylie Jenner and Tyga. And Page 6 is reporting that he betrayed her by kicking her out of the house and started dating, at the time we would see as underage, Kylie Jenner. She revealed that she was kicked out of her ex-fiance's house after finding out about his affair with Kylie. They dated from 2011 to 2014, and she reflected on their messy split during an episode of the Vile Files podcast with host Nick Vile. She says, I feel like it ran its course. And then he started talking to Kylie at the same time, which she was like 16 or something. Yeah, I was engaged and stuff. So that's kind of what ended it. And I mean, she just said it so matter of factly, right? And then she was asked about, how she found out about him dating her. And she says the same way everybody else did, the internet. And it wasn't until his friends started packing up her stuff that she took the allegations more seriously. She said it was actually when Tyga's friends threw me outside of his house. Yeah, they packed my stuff up and put it in his truck at the time. Packed it right on up and packed in the G-Wagon that he had given to me at the moment. And, they have a son together. So she's like, me and Kim, we were really good friends. So she thought. I was on her show and all this stuff like that. We lived in the same community. And then her little sister started talking to Tyga, which was kind of crazy because she was underage. And then everybody came at me and started attacking me. It's like nobody's seen the betrayal that was going on behind my back. Kim and then her little sister, who she has no control over, started talking to my fiance, and then I get attacked. It's like, how does that work? So it's crazy. It's just like hearing this now and seeing it, hindsight being 2020. Because I didn't know she was getting attacked for it because I didn't really follow this stuff like that back then. To know that is just like so disgusting. But that's that Kardashian machine. They're able to spin and swing the narrative for things to look favorable for them, right? Kylie's look started changing and she just became almost a different person, even though she is still who she is. But they were really sexualizing her and just making her look to be a lot more mature than she actually was. So she says what makes it even more wild is this thing with me and Rob after that, because Rob hit me up on the DM and it's like, okay, what do y'all want now? It was like, what are y'all trying to do to me now? Why is your brother in my DM? And then I started talking to him and I'm like, okay, this guy is actually really cool. We just fell in love and we had a dream. So the duo lived their relationship in the fast zone and got engaged in April 2016. And a few months later, they welcomed their daughter, Dream Kardashian, now 6, in November 2016. I mean, let's just think about that. It's like she was with this dude, Tyga. They had a child together. She was living in the home with him. And just to see her transformation, guys, this is why I call her Angela and not Blac Chyna. She definitely was Blac Chyna. Now she's definitely Angela White. Just to see what she looked like then, which was just like a caricature, and to see the real her now, it's just amazing what God can do if you allow him, like, literally in your life. But to think about that, she was with this guy Tyga, and then she befriended the Kardashians. She thought that she and Kim were really good friends. And then she gets kicked out of Tyga's home, and then he's dating her, what she thought, friend's little sister. And then she starts getting cool with Kylie's big brother. And then they wind up dating, getting pregnant, having a child. Like, this all is like a freaking crazy show. And it is crazy that, yeah, the Kardashians, they shut down her reality show that she had with Rob. She did sue them for that and wound up losing, because unfortunately, I don't think that she should have lost. It's just, it's one of those things when you go up against a bigger machine, you really are taking a risk when you take it to court, because unfortunately, the justice system isn't really just a lot of times. And 8, 9 times out of 10, they're going to rule in the favor of the bigger fish and the bigger money. So, however, they called it quits, meaning her and Rob, a year later. Chyna claimed that she usually wouldn't air out her personal business, but since several years have passed, she wants to share her story, and she rightfully should. I don't know if they had her sign any NDAs or whatever. I don't even think they could do that, because it wasn't like she owed them anything. It wasn't like they gave her anything. I mean, not unless even after court they settled with her in some way that we don't know about. And, you know, with that was a stipulation that she signed an NDA that she would never write any books or anything talking about them or whatever. I don't know. It's possible. But she says, I never used to talk about these things. But I'm like, you know what? I think I'm kind of done with all that, and I feel like people need to hear my side. And we do. We want to hear it. I definitely want to hear her story over Jada's. Like, we're over hearing Jada's story. Chyna and Tyga are currently in the middle of a messy legal battle as the rapper filed for sole custody of their son earlier this month. She claimed co-parenting with the rapper was all good until recently this year, when she realized the dad was sneaking in more time with King amid her lawsuit with the Kardashian clan, which she ultimately lost. It dawned on me that him keeping King longer right after I did the case with the Kardashian, that's when he had kind of snuck that in there, trying to keep King, my son. Since going on this spiritual journey and quitting OnlyFans, the former reality star claimed it's not ideal for her to pay heavy legal fees. And so she added that she suggested to Tyga that they should meet to discuss a custody plan without lawyers, and he denied it. So hopefully she'll win. We don't know. We shall see. But yeah, you know what I mean? When I heard the stories about how she only has this much in her savings account or whatever, well, if she's not living that life that she used to live anymore, and I don't really know what other skills she has, then yeah, her money isn't going to be looking the same. And it's unfortunate, because that's really what reels a lot of people into doing things like that. It's the money. And it's like, I've said before, if most people had a choice, they would not choose to be doing those things. They do those things for the money. You know what I mean? So I hope she can stay strong. I hope she is able to prevail. And I just feel that she deserves a win because she's been through a lot. Just the things that we've seen, we can't imagine the things that we haven't seen. And yeah, we've seen her spaz out and do other things. But I believe that a lot of those things were the influence of substances. You know, when you're an addict, you do crazy things. So I'm not going to sit here and justify that. But I will say that it may not be an excuse, but definitely an explanation. And just seeing how that Kardashian family has done her, I just really feel that she deserves a win. So I hope things work out for her. But yeah, just to hear how he tossed her out, had his friends pack up the G-Wagon that really was his, but he had given to her at the time. So she says at the time, so I'm assuming he got that back too. And then started dating Kylie. It's just trash. So guys, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section. Thank you for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.